When it comes to on-screen chemistry that sets hearts racing and sparks flying, very few pairings have captured the public's imagination quite like Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another moment of their growing story. Because no matter how many times they insist it's just acting, fans and even industry insiders can't help but believe there's something much more real simmering beneath the surface. From the very first moment they shared the screen in The King, Eternal Monarch, audiences knew something was different. It wasn't just their impeccable acting or the compelling storyline. It was the way Lee Min-ho's eyes seemed to soften every time he looked at Kim Go-eun. It was how her laugh felt unscripted whenever he made a sly comment, and the way they lingered in each other's personal space even after the cameras stopped rolling. As the series progressed, viewers across the globe couldn't help but feel like they were watching something unfold that extended far beyond the fictional world of the drama. In scene after scene, their connection felt too organic, too electric, too unforced to be mere performance. The way their hands would graze just a little longer than necessary, the gentle teasing between takes, and the natural ease in their interactions all pointed to one truth: the chemistry was undeniably real. Yet time and time again, both stars and their agencies were quick to shut down any rumors. "We're just colleagues," they said. "We respect each other as professionals," they insisted. But fans weren't convinced, because what they were witnessing on screen and behind the scenes wasn't just acting. It was something far deeper, something that couldn't be fabricated in rehearsals or choreographed by directors. Even during interviews, there were moments that made hearts skip a beat. Like when Lee Min-ho, known for his usually composed and polished demeanor, would suddenly break into a shy smile whenever Kim Go-eun was mentioned. Or when Kim Go-eun would subtly glance in his direction before answering a question, as if seeking his silent approval or simply drawing confidence from his presence. These weren't rehearsed behaviors. They were instinctual, human, intimate. Behind-the-scenes footage became goldmines of evidence for fans convinced their favorite couple was hiding something. From the way Lee Min-ho would casually drape an arm around Kim Go-eun's shoulders, to the moments they'd break into laughter over private jokes no one else seemed to understand, it all felt too natural to be an act. The comfort, the familiarity, it all screamed a connection that ran deeper than work. Even their body language betrayed them. Experts on social media began analyzing clips from promotional events, press conferences, and fan meetings. Time and again, they pointed out telltale signs of mutual affection: mirrored gestures, synchronized breathing, and an unmistakable pull toward each other in crowded spaces. Fans noticed how Lee Min-ho would always position himself slightly closer to Kim Go-eun, and how her body naturally leaned toward his even when they weren't talking. But perhaps the most telling clue came not from words or gestures, but from their silences. The comfortable, unbothered pauses between them that didn't need to be filled. That kind of stillness only comes when two people understand each other beyond words. Still, they continued to maintain the official line: they were friends, colleagues, nothing more. And yet, the public wasn't buying it. Especially not when, months after their drama had wrapped, the two were still being spotted together. Whether it was at quiet cafes in Seoul, a shared attendance at a mutual friend's birthday, or the infamous sighting in Jeju Island that tabloids quickly picked up, they always seemed to be in each other's orbit, even when there was no project tying them together. At one fan event, Lee Min-ho was asked who his most memorable co-star was. He smiled, then answered, "You probably already know." The crowd erupted. Even though he didn't say her name, the answer was obvious. A few rows back, Kim Go-eun's face turned a shade pinker as she looked away, trying to hide her own knowing smile. Their connection isn't just noticed by fans, it's respected within the industry. Directors, stylists, and co-stars have all commented, some more subtly than others, about the unique energy the two bring when they work together. One assistant director once mentioned in a behind-the-scenes interview, "You don't have to direct their emotional scenes too much. They just get each other. They bring out something special in one another." Another stylist quipped on social media, "When you see them laughing between takes, you realize it's not the script that makes it magical, it's them." Still, for every hint or slip that seems to confirm what fans believe, the stars themselves continue to keep their cards close to the chest. Perhaps it's out of respect for their private lives. Perhaps it's about protecting something precious from the glare of public scrutiny. Or perhaps, and this is what many fans now believe, they're waiting for the right time. The moment when they don't have to hide behind the label of co-stars, when they can step out into the light as something more than actors who once shared a screen. In recent months, the speculation has only intensified. At an award show earlier this year, the two were seated separately but couldn't help stealing glances at one another across the room. And when Kim Go-eun won a major award that night, Lee Min-ho was one of the first to stand and clap, his face glowing with unmistakable pride. It was a small gesture, but a meaningful one. Their fans, lovingly called Minun stans, have become some of the most passionate and dedicated in the K-drama world. They create fan edits, write heartfelt letters, and flood social media with posts that express both admiration and hope. Hope that one day soon, the two stars will finally drop the facade and admit what many already believe to be true: that their love story didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling, that it in fact had only just begun. One recent fan theory even suggests that a new project may be in the works for the pair, and that it might be the perfect opportunity for them to reintroduce themselves to the world, not just as co-stars but as something more. The idea alone has set the internet ablaze. And as fans wait eagerly and patiently, one thing remains crystal clear. The chemistry between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun can't be faked. It can't be rehearsed. It can't be manufactured. It's in the way he looks at her when he thinks no one's watching. It's in the way she lights up when he says her name. It's in the comfortable silences, the lingering touches, the shared laughs that feel too personal to be part of any script. They swore it was just acting. They stood before cameras and press and said their bond was purely professional. But for those who've watched closely, for those who felt the pull of something deeper in every scene they share, it's impossible to ignore the truth written between the lines. This isn't just a story about two talented actors. It's the story of a connection so strong, it couldn't be hidden behind even the most carefully crafted denial. And whether they choose to reveal it today, tomorrow, or years from now, their fans will be ready, with open arms, full hearts, and unwavering support. Because no matter what anyone says, this isn't just acting. Would you like a sequel where their relationship is finally revealed in a joint interview or through an agency statement? The whispers became roars the moment a new piece of footage began circulating online. An unreleased behind-the-scenes clip allegedly leaked from a staff member on the set of The King, Eternal Monarch. The footage, grainy and poorly lit, showed a moment not intended for public viewing. Lee Min-ho was seen walking toward Kim Go-eun between takes, his face relaxed and affectionate. As he reached her, he gently placed a hand on her back and whispered something that caused her to laugh, then lightly swat at him with a shy grin. What followed was a few seconds of wordless closeness. No lines, no blocking, no camera cues. Just two people who clearly, deeply knew each other. The clip was short, but it spread like wildfire. Fans dissected every frame, every glance, every gesture. The hashtag #MinunIsReal trended